Before we get started today, I have some questions for you. Have you ever wondered how TikTok's top users get so many views and often go viral? And on the other hand, when you're writing, do you rush through your introduction or use some boring formula that your fourth grade teacher created? I'm Reagan, and today I'm going to answer those questions for you. We're going to use TikTok to help us understand everything you need to know about writing a great introduction. Your ability to hook the reader determines whether they keep reading or keep scrolling. And bonus, the ability to craft a great introduction absolutely translates to getting social media's attention on things like Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, and whatever comes next. Let's get started. We are going to start by watching a TikTok that grabs us right from the title. The title of this one is, Okay, so here's the deal.
Okay, so here's the deal. My friends and I want to go to Montreal for 3 days before we head off to our third year and all disperse. But my parents don't really want me to go, which is like reasonable, but I really want to go. So this is the plan. My friends made a PowerPoint as to why I should go to Montreal with them. And they have to get dressed up for the occasion and look all fancy, right? To impress, dressed to impress, you know? So they're gonna be here in like 10 minutes to present to my parents, and I have to get dressed. I'm nervous. Alright, this is the fit. Fit check.
Fun facts, I won't get too much into it.
It's going well. We going to Montreal, boys.
So before we get to the written portion, we are going to talk about a choice that this user made before she even created the video. She decided who she wanted her audience to be. This is incredibly important before you even begin writing. Sometimes we want a really wide audience. So for example, trying to get as many people as possible to recycle in order to fight climate change. And sometimes you want small audiences to the point that you are actually excluding people. In this situation, the user has narrowed down the audience. She isn't trying to include parents in this audience. In fact, she's trying to exclude them. The title of the video, Okay, so here's the deal, appeals to a younger demographic. Older adults are not likely to stop scrolling and listen to the sage advice of a teenager, although sometimes they should. Her message is most effective when it reaches just teenagers and young adults who live at home. Let's look at a transcript that I created for this video so we can dive even deeper into the introduction. I have highlighted here what I consider to be the introduction, and good introductions, wherever you find them, have the same bones. This includes a hook, the introduction of themes and motifs, and the establishment of a relationship with the reader. Usually authors do this within the title and about 1 or 2 paragraphs. So let's start by taking a look in this introduction. Here, with the title, we're already starting with a hook. Okay, so here's the deal inspires questions and interest. It makes the reader want to say yes to this piece. You might be thinking to yourself, the deal about what? Or this girl's about to get real with us. Or what is the deal? Once you've said yes to the title, the first paragraph here is totally relatable for anyone who has ever wanted to spend time with friends, but their parents won't allow it for whatever reason. In the second paragraph, the user does 2 things. She establishes a relationship with the reader by involving them in her plan. So here we say, so this is the plan. It feels like a secret between the writer and the reader. Then she introduces a motif for her piece. She has dressed up and dressed to impress. The author uses this motif throughout the piece, describing her fancy clothes and the clothes of her friends in order to indicate the seriousness of the endeavor. She even includes the motif in a rhetorical question, dressed to impress, which further establishes a relationship with the reader. Okay, so I know that this wasn't technically a written piece, but I have news for you. Most of the content creators who are the best and who do it full time eventually do script out their work. And although we don't know exactly what this user's script looked like, we can use the finished product to work backwards. Once you've perfected these steps, you're on your way to being a really engaging writer, or maybe a TikTok influencer. Thanks for watching.